There is actually a step-by-step process by which you can be driven crazy, and if you started to feel like you were going crazy, it wasn't a fault with your brain or a mental weakness with you. It's that if you're put through that scenario, if you're put through all 4 requirements of a double bind, you will start to go mad. There might be in relationships with narcissists, because narcissists are experts at putting people in double bind. So every single option of response that they have equals pain. You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't, and you're damned if you say, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. So when every option is painful, you're creating a huge amount of anguish for the person. Primary injunction and secondary injunction, and both the primary injunction and the secondary injunction are in conflict, and both things lead to pain. And surrounding that is this relationship in which I have total control, and if you challenge me, I will torture you, I will hurt you for challenging me. If you're in a relationship and you're in love with somebody, and you know that the breaking up of that relationship is going to be massively painful, there are parts of your body and there are parts of your brain that don't know the difference between real reality and reality that's vividly imagined. And an emotional death, an emotional torture, an emotional upheaval can be just as frightening and can fire off as much adrenaline, as much terror as a real physical torture, a real physical upheaval. Abusers would say things like, a very simple example, if I say, you know that I fucking love you, don't you? You know that I love you. And the words are, hey, I love you. You know, the content is I love you, but if you fucking love you, the meta-communication is aggression. The meta-communication through the tone of voice, the posturing, the energy, the facial expression is one of aggression. So when the direct content, explicit communication, I love you, is conflicted by the meta-communication, which is I fucking love you, which is expressed in an angry way or a frustrated way or whatever it is, then you have a conflict. Learn to misinterpret meta-communication, and they learn to misinterpret reality. There is no way out, there is no escape from it. It's usually repeated, and every option equals pain.
I want you to imagine that I have shown you a drawing of a house. You know where the front door is, you know where the bedroom is, you know where the bathroom and the kitchen is, you know where the living room is, and you know, in theory, how to get out the back door. Imagine that you're blindfolded, and I put you in that house. You have 30 seconds to find the kitchen, or I'm going to give you a slap. 3 steps forward, 2 steps to my right, forward, forward, and then left. There should be a door here, and you start frantically searching for the handle. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, you didn't find it. Slap. You now find the bedroom. If I'm in the corridor, then the bedroom, I should just turn right around and go forward, and the bedroom should 7, 6. Come on, find the bedroom. Find the bedroom now. I've shown you the map. Find the bedroom. You don't find it. Slap. You get another slap. Eventually, you're going to get confused. Eventually, you're going to get exhausted. Eventually, you're going to get anxious, jumpy, paranoid. Imagine how painful and frustrating and spirit-crushing it would be to play the blind maze game. When our map of reality isn't lined up with reality, we have problems, obviously, right? Imagine you're playing that game, that sadistic game that I just described to you, and that part of the rules of the game were that you weren't allowed to say that the map you're using is wrong, that the map that I gave you was a false map. You know, I'll give you a slap when you get it wrong. Imagine we have another rule that says if you actually say to me your map is wrong, or what you're doing right now is unfair, you get more than a slap. You get worse than a slap. You get tortured properly. If you state the scenario, if you say this is unfair, the map you showed me must have been wrong, let me take the blindfold off, you get punished even worse. That's the double bind. We've been fed the incorrect information. We've been deliberately given a wrong map. Why? To confuse, to exasperate, to entrap, to torture, to punish, to provide amusement. All of these kinds of things were deliberately given the wrong map. And the people who gave us that map don't want us to see the real map. They don't want us to be able to map reality as it is. If we can map reality as it is, the game is up. It's over. And they know that. They need to keep you fed on their bullshit narrative of what's really going on.